spotted one with submachine guns.
Okay, we're still good.
I got a Sicario with a submachine gun. Close to the dump. Down. They're gonna see you.
I got a Sicario over here.
I've been wanting one of these.
You have paid your dues, suffered the same hardships, accomplished the same successes as your male co-workers. Because you are a woman,
I got a target carrying submachine guns.
walk their way up the ranks of the This is Lydia Flores, and orgullosas buchonas, plebes, locos. Many of them women working in Santa Blanca. Ask me how I did it. How did I rise through the ranks to become the most feared and respected woman in the world? I act like I ain't afraid of nothing. Like I have the biggest huevos in the room, and like nothing and nobody is gonna stop me from getting what I chingada madre.
I got it. I'll fly.
Down, you're giving yourself away.
This should shorten the trip.
Okay, we're cool.
Oh!
Bowman, this is Nomad. We're on the ground in Okoro. What have you got for us?
Okoro is the heart of cocaine production in Bolivia. The network there was built by El Yayo and predates Santa Blanca by more than a decade. When El Yayo joined the cartel and became the boss of production, he handed Okoro off to his grandson, who goes by the name El Emisario.
The emissary.
He spends most of his time outside the province, rubbing shoulders with politicians in Sucre and greasing the wheels for the cartel. Not really his job, but the guy's something of a charmer, and he figures this is the best way to make his grandfather proud. El Yayo lets him slide so long as Okoro continues to produce. Fact is, the network is so well established that it pretty much runs itself. El Emisario's assistant handles the rest. Get in there, gather intel on Okoro's production sites, and start fucking things up. That'll put pressure on El Emisario to come back to Okoro and get things back on track before Granddad finds out. When that happens, we grab him and use him to get to El Yayo.
Getting an upload from Bowman. Looks like she's got some intel on El Emisario.
You all know El Yayo, highest-ranking Bolivian in the Santa Blanca cartel, and their head of cocaine production. But you may not know his grandson, Gonzalo Llana, aka El Emisario, the emissary. Yayo taught Emisario everything he knows. How to produce the best polvo in all of South America, how to maintain relationships with the local Bolivians, and most importantly, how to serve your Santa Blanca masters. Emisario looks up to Yayo, would do anything to honor him, to make him proud. Which is exactly what makes El Emisario the perfect target. His greatest fear is shaming his grandfather. If we hit his coke operation in Okoro, he'll come running back to fix things. That's when we grab him. With a little luck, he'll give us everything we need to know about dear old Grandpa.
already used that opportunity to pee. So, we're here, I might as well. Wait a minute. Thought I was closing in on a person. Yo. Well, that would have been a decent way to handle it if there was an actual person
Hang on,
in
I'll
there.
drive.
It's somebody's quinceaños. Oh, how I love a good quinceañera. The kids are always so
Yeah, fuck
shy
you,
and
Holt.
awkward because their bodies are going through all kinds
I'm
of
cool,
changes.
let's move.
Hormones firing like AK-47s. Growing
You
hair.
racing me?
Gonna have hair before. It's a beautiful time. And don't stress about that dress, chica. I'm
Screw
sure
that
it looks
resource, I
gorgeous.
win.
And over Caillou.
Wow, all that for me to pull right over.
Familiarize yourselves with Bowman's briefing on Santa Blanca's coke production pipeline.
People at the top are El Yayo and La Gringa. Yayo's Bolivian, an ex-cocalero turned cocaine producer.
Gringa seems to be a disgraced chemist. She used to work for an NGO here in Bolivia before joining up with the cartel.
El Yayo was born amidst the Bolivian coca. His mother carried him on her back until he was old enough to go to work for himself. For decades, Yayo picked the leaves, fingers blistered, back aching, feet bleeding. But never, in all that time, did he once extract the alkaloids to make cocaine. To Yayo, the coca leaf was an ancient tradition, going back 8,000 years, a medicine, a culture, una planta sagrada. Of course, the Americanos had a different opinion. They called it Plan Dignidad, the dignity plan.
I don't remember that.
Although Yayo was no more than a farmer,
I remember this.
his world was left in ruins. With no other means available, he was forced to do the one thing that he vowed never to do. He was forced to produce cocaine. In the end, the Americans' efforts to stop cocaine production created one of the greatest cocaine producers to ever live.
You know, I actually want to look into the El Sueno voice actor. Alright, here we go. Sit forward. You can tell I'm still not used to the configuration because I fucked out 3 helicopters just trying to get here.
Hey, we got a narco.
I'm getting in position. I've got the target. I have a shot. Engaging.
All right, breathe easy.
It's crazy how accurate you can be when you take your time. CQC, I would always suggest going third person.
Just spotted one with submachine guns.
Relax, we're still good.
Frag out, get some.
Damn, they did not like the sound of that.
Look at that shit, it looks like Pandora.
Bowman, we've shifted ops to Jimenez. What have you got for us?
For the past
Is this, I think Predators starts like right over there.
couple of years, the cartel has been experimenting with high-tech submarines as a way to smuggle powder into the U.S. Best we can tell, these subs follow one of the tributaries up to the Amazon, then into the Atlantic for a transit to the Florida coast.
Jesus, that's a couple thousand miles.
Exactly. The man running the program is called El Cerebro. We've got almost nothing on this guy. Rumor has it he's some kind of genius, a real mad scientist type. We know he's been ordering all kinds of military electronics to upgrade his sub's capabilities. We need a better picture of what's going on in Jimenez. Get me all the intel you can on their submarine ops, as well as El Cerebro and his research. If you get actionable intel on the cartel submarine fleet, take them out. Let's put some hurt on El Cerebro and see how he reacts. Maybe he'll make a mistake and we can grab him.
Sounds good. We're on it. Looks like we found the cartel's primary base in Jimenez. A lot of activity around that warehouse in the middle.
Could be big enough for El Cerebro to use as a research lab.
Most cartel members are violent idiots who are too high to care. But Patricio Mendez Valle, aka El Cerebro, is an oddball genius who's too fucking smart to bother. Nydia Flores spotted his intellect when he was just a kid. She sent him to college in Mexico and later grad school in California. Word is he was too strange and misanthropic for even that crowd. But he popped up on our radar. El Cerebro heads up the cartel's submersible program out of Jimenez. From Jimenez, his semi-submersibles, sometimes carrying as much as 10 tons of cocaine, head downriver to Brazil, then to the Atlantic. From there, floating just a few feet below the surface, they can go all the way to Mexico, even as far as Florida. But smuggling with these semi-submersibles will soon be a thing of the past. He and Nydia have ambitions to make reusable, fully submersible craft. Think what a multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprise could do with a fleet of submarines. Smuggling would be just the start. If we're gonna take down these subs, we need El Cerebro and his jagged-ass brain intact and cooperative. Just remember, he's Nydia's pet project. She won't give him up easy.
Wait, so she knew him as a kid? Oh, I don't know. Trying to put together the age difference. There you go. See, I will never do the Predator again. I was so hardcore and intense that then going back to the regular game, I had lost interest for weeks. It just was no longer on the level. That is absolutely a step above.
Let's take a closer look. Let's keep our heads down and see if we can get to the central warehouse undetected. I want to find out what El Cerebro's working on. Let's move.
It's one of the coolest features of the game. That you can have it set so you aim and you can choose whether
Santa Blanca LT in the HQ building.
Defaults to ADS, aim down sight, or if it defaults to third person.
This AO is part of Santa Blanca's coke smuggling operation. Bowman's got files for us on all the major players.
Woman in charge is Nydia Flores, an ex-beauty queen turned drug trafficker.
Her right-hand man is a dude named El Boquito. Ugly motherfucker. Seems to handle on-the-ground logistics.
She's the brains, he's the brawn.
Her Santísima Muerte so loved the Santa Blanca cartel that she gave us her only begotten daughter, that whoever believeth in her should not perish, but have everlasting life. Many years ago, we were in trouble, in la desesperación, on the verge of extinction. being torn to pieces by the snakes and ratas. I believed that hope was lost, that it was too late for us. Era el fin. But just when I was ready to give up, it happened. Nidia Flores came forth, known to us as La Reina de Belleza, the Beauty Queen. And with her, she brought prosperity, wealth, and retribution. We feel her charity, su amor, deep in our hearts. As she continues to spread her gospel across the world, to every corner of the globe, praise to Saint Nydia, Queen of Queens, Reina de Reinas, Goddess among mongrels.
Yeah, you're cooked. Y'all are cooked.
Yo, cartel gunman. Near the container.
I got a target carrying submachine guns.
Looks like we've riled them up.
Hang back before they spot you.
What is this, man?
They say every man has a fatal flaw. El Baquita's is love. A smuggler from the age of 6, El Baquita's father used to tape Acapulco gold on his son's body and then send him across the border. He called these trips vacaciones familiares, family vacations. By the time he was 13, Baquita was a trapicheador, a master smuggler. Cigarettes, alcohol, name-brand clothes, DVDs, oil, wildlife, weapons, and of course, people. One time he even smuggled in half a kilo of yellow cake uranium. If someone wanted it, El Baquita could move it. But it was never really about the money. For him, it was the rush, until he met the beauty queen. Nydia Flores saw his talent and made him her right-hand man. Nydia was the brains, Baquita was the brawn. The thing is, he was head over heels from the moment he first laid eyes on her. Nydia never felt the same way, but one drunken night she gave in. A little bit of sperm roulette, and 9 months later, they had a daughter, Valeria. They say every man has a fatal flaw. El Baquita has 2.
All right.
Hey, we got a narco with a submachine gun.
Tell me where. I've been wanting one of these.
Ho, 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 ho.
Fuck, they found a body.
I can't see squat. My drone's being jammed. Rally up, people.
Copy that. Oh, fuck, they're heading this way.
Move, move. Oh!
Get to cover.
Guys. We're in a fucking enemy base. We're getting shot at and they're closing in. And my guys need to be told to shoot. Imagine that. Don't let people execute you. You're a soldier. You need an order for that.
Ugh, fuck took you so long.
Fuck it.
Grenade, move.
Oh, okay. That's another problem I've had with the game. And I don't know if it's my controllers, because I always buy very low-end controllers. I mean, $50 max. I always go wired. You know, usually like a GameStop version. But something that only happens in this game is what you just saw. I went to aim and shoot, and my character aimed, and as I'm shooting, she started running. I was not holding the running button down, and I even stopped it and tried shooting again, and they kept moving. It's like, it's almost like if you double tap something accidentally, say with excitement, that your character charges 8 or 9 steps before being able to give control back to the player.